Our team of meteorologists keeping an eye on the lake and its health. We're going to bring in meteorologist John Birchfield once again. So, John, let's talk a little bit about the algal bloom outlook this week.
Yeah, Jeff, we're keeping a close eye on the impacts of the recent rainfall on potentially increasing runoff and increasing nutrient loads in both the Maumee River and Lake Erie. As of now, the outlook remains largely unchanged in the last week. We're still expecting a moderate to slightly larger than moderate outlook, similar to the last couple of years. And numerically, in terms of the severity index, with 10 being the worst, it's going to be in the ballpark of a 4.5 to a 6. So what about all that rainfall and moisture from Beryl? Well, the rain can increase nutrient runoff into our lake, and just in the last 48 hours or so, over 2 inches of rain fell, much of which was in the Maumee River watershed. Now, that did kind of impact the drought monitor in the sense that Northwest Ohio is not under drought conditions, but there was a swath of heavy rain. Now, believe it or not, the rain back towards Fort Wayne, all of that water flows into Lake Erie, so even northern Indiana, all of the farm fields and the nutrients contained there can make their way to Lake Erie. Some folks in northwest Indiana saw 3 to 6 inches, and if that axis of heavier precip had been just a little bit further to the east, that would have all flown into the Maumee River and Lake Erie. We still got a decent amount of rainfall right along the Maumee River with amounts about 2 to 3 inches, and some spots reporting a little bit over 3 inches. So we'll keep an eye on the potential impacts of that on phosphorus and nutrient levels in the lake. We're about 1 month away from the peak algal bloom, and that coincides with the warm summertime temperatures. That lake water temperature in the western basin almost 80 degrees, even in the shallower part of the western basin 79, and the deeper eastern side 69 degrees. Across the Great Lakes, that summer warming is taking place, with Lake Michigan now close to 70 degrees and even Superior at 61. And when the lake does get warmer this time of year, that is when that peak algal bloom typically occurs. Now, the long range temperature outlook, believe it or not, is looking cooler and a bit less humid, and it is possible that that cooler trend does put a hamper on the algal bloom. So there's multiple factors at play here, but regardless, we're about 1 to 2 months away from the peak algal bloom, and we'll continue to keep you updated based on how this weather forecast could impact our water this summer. Jeff?
Our team here at WTOL 11 committed to protecting our water. We want to hear from you on how you found out about the water crisis. What do you remember about it? How did you make it through it? Send us the video of you sharing your memories. You can text it to us right now, 419-248-1100. Make sure to include the word water to get a link directly to our coverage online right now.